Happy Wednesday everybody and welcome to Assembly with Mr. Dyer. Today's Assembly is for all of the parents at home as well as for the children in school. A couple of reminders first of all please. Remember that at break time it's really good to have a snack with us to keep us going until lunchtime. If you're bringing in a snack, can you make sure that it's a healthy fruit or vegetable snack please, and make sure it's nothing that contains nuts. If you're one of the younger children at school in Key Stage 1 or the early years, then we have now started again receiving fruit that we can give to you on a daily basis. But in Key Stage 2 you'll need to bring something in please. Now in Assembly today I wanted to start by just saying thank you to our PTA, who once again have been very busy helping the school. In particular over the summer they were really helpful making our school bright and colourful for all of us as we entered back after our summer break with some fence painting. Now this time of year the PTA would normally be very busy doing some more fundraising, helping the school to raise a little bit more money. They'd have things like bonfire nights and Christmas fairs to plan. They'd also be planning how to help the school with money they raised at the summer fair. But unfortunately those things weren't able to take place and aren't going to be able to happen in the same way. And that's obviously going to present us with a little bit of a challenge, because the money that the PTA raise comes from you guys, comes from parents and children at the school who are able to take part in those events. And they generate money for us to spend on things like making sure every child goes on every trip throughout the school year, or new learning resources like technology, extra iPads and Kindles that we've been able to buy in recent years. And we've been able to buy lots of new books for our school library for the children to take home recently too. And those are obviously fantastic learning resources for everybody to take advantage of. So we need to think carefully about how we might help the school still raise some important extra money for those things, even though those PTA events aren't taking place. And the PTA have very helpfully set up a Just Giving page, and that's for parents to use. And if parents want to make a donation to help the school with those kinds of things, they can do so through our Just Giving page. And you can see a link to it on the Facebook page of the PTA as well. Some children have chosen, rather than to donate through their family, some children have chosen to take on little challenges or little sponsored events. If you want to take on a sponsored event as a child, you're more than welcome to. On the parent section of our webpage and also on the PTA Facebook page is a sponsorship form you could choose to use. One of our children, Louis for example, we're really grateful to. He organised himself a 40-kilometre bike ride and he read 10 books, and because he did that he raised £260 for our school, which we are so grateful for. So thank you very much to Louis for doing that. That was a really excellent effort. And there are a few other children you can see on the Just Giving page as well who've been really helpful in trying to raise a little bit of extra funds. If you do choose to do a sponsored event and a sponsorship form, please could you just ask your family and your family friends to sponsor you, rather than bringing those sponsorship forms into class, as we don't want all the children worrying about sponsoring themselves and sponsoring each other. So thank you very much parents. I hope you will be able to help us and support us in one of those ways, and we look forward to making sure that our children all have those extra benefits this year as they would in every year. Now for the rest of our assembly today, I'd like to talk about the school's motto, Inspiring Excellence. And this is written in all of our documentation of the school. You can see on lots of displays around the school. Brixington Primary Academy is a positive and joyful community where children are empowered to become good citizens, and the highest expectations challenge all learners to achieve their very best. Inspiring excellence. And at this time of year I always ask the children to think about what that means. And I'd like in your classes for you to have a conversation please about those two words that make up that phrase, inspiring and excellence. If you look in the dictionary, inspiring is described as a verb meaning to encourage somebody or someone to do something. If you inspire somebody, you make them want to do something. But inspiring is also an adjective, a describing word. If something is very inspiring, then when you see it, it makes you want to do something, makes you feel powerful enough to achieve something. And in our school, we want to be inspiring excellence. Perhaps you'll find excellence an easier word to define yourselves. You know what something is like if something is excellent. You know what somebody may be doing if they are excelling something. And excellence is the noun. So I asked some of the children from our current school council to think about the words inspiring excellence and what that means in our school and where you might see it in our school. So I'm going to let them finish off the assembly by showing you their videos. And what I'd like you to do in your classes is think about your own understanding of the phrase inspiring excellence and where you might have already seen it in your class this year.
At our school we look up to people and we want to be like them. That's what inspiring means. I am inspired by Simone Biles, the gymnast.
I always want my work to be perfect. That's what excellent means. You should always try your best, but it won't always be perfect.
Inspiring excellence means try and try again.
I try to inspire people by showing them how sport can make you feel fit. We are excellent at sport in our school.
Our teachers inspire us by helping us to learn. They will help you if you are worried about anything. The School and Eco Council can inspire us to be excellent. They set us challenges and help us.
We are always expanding our knowledge. Our teachers challenge us and let us move on to harder things when we are ready.
We listen to our teachers. They are fair and they help us. They want the very best for us so we can have a bright future.